Payola is the act of using money to bribe someone or something with a lot of influence to promote a product. In the wake of HYBE Group's oftentimes unbelievable success on streaming services like Spotify, an argument is made by K-pop bands that HYBE is paying Spotify to boost their artist streaming numbers to make them seem more successful than they really are. There is no evidence to support this other than the first-hand accounts of some K-pop bands posting to their Spotify Discovery Mode algorithms. You may have already seen on social media a video of someone playing different K-pop songs on Spotify, skipping to the end of the song to prove that Spotify's autoplay feature is continuously selecting ILET's song Magnetic.
Baby, I'm just trying to play. What you think about now? Baby, I'm just trying to play cool. Baby.
This is autoplay, a part of Spotify's Discovery Mode feature that's intended to show the user songs the streaming service thinks they may like, or to introduce something completely new. The argument against HYBE artists is that they are paying Spotify to continuously play Magnetic for K-pop listeners after any and every other K-pop song. This is the explanation K-pop fans have as to why ILET's song Magnetic is doing as well as it is. This has happened before with other artists under HYBE labels, LE SSERAFIM and NewJeans specifically. So, is this payola? Is HYBE actually paying Spotify to gain favor in Spotify's algorithm? We don't know. But the practice of, quote, discovery mode favoritism is provable beyond just K-pop, and Spotify themselves have admitted to making deals with record labels to promote songs more favorably in the app's discovery mode features. This is a real thing. We know what happens, so it wouldn't be surprising if HYBE did have a deal like this. It's a form of payola, but Spotify does not accept cash payments. They aren't being bribed or paid in this process, but rather, the deal entails the record label taking a price cut on streams in order for the songs to be promoted more. Given the overwhelming autoplay evidence, HYBE is probably, allegedly, using this form of payola for some of their artists, which in the end means HYBE would be engaging in some form of payola with Spotify, allegedly. If this were the case, HYBE labels would be taking an earnings cut on song streams from Spotify and in return would have their songs promoted more to users of the app's discovery mode features. But why would HYBE do this? Take a price cut for the sake of more streams? I think it's kind of obvious. For an industry like K-pop where fans, especially young fans, cling to their favorite group's accolades and achievements as if they were their own, a deal like this would make sense in that context. Unfortunately, for a lot of K-pop fans, seeing their favorite groups have a lot of streams contributes to their enjoyment of K-pop. It's not a healthy relationship, but I think that's what the reality is. Additionally, this Spotify payola would mean more exposure for HYBE label artists, which in the end would result in potential for more album sales, a form of revenue that is near infinitely more profitable than the paltry song stream revenues from Spotify. What does this mean though? If this is the case, HYBE is using a form of payola on Spotify specifically. We don't know if this would be the case for HYBE artists' success universally though. A deal with Spotify does not correlate to the impressive chart positions on Melon or music video streams on YouTube. In the end, we genuinely don't know. Spotify is somewhat transparent about the promotional deals they make with record labels, but not every service is to that same standard. We have to guess and speculate about it. So to conclude on this, it's a business move in the end. And in the case of Spotify, it's also not illegal. HYBE wouldn't be the first or last company to engage with this kind of deal with Spotify. Certainly not. It's observable through the same discovery mode evidence that most big music companies in the West have this deal with Spotify as well. So what does any of this mean? In my eyes, it's only really a problem because of how much weight fans put into streaming numbers for their favorite groups. It's fine to want to support K-pop groups, but I think it's a little extreme to be demoralized over the fact that one group has more streaming numbers over another. Especially with Spotify, where promotional deals like this do exist, and that's provable, there really shouldn't be much weight that's put into these kinds of things, into these kinds of numbers. That's the way that I see it, and everything I have in regards to this payola discussion. If you have anything you want to add, if you see it in a different way, definitely let me know. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next time.